Namaste. Let's start today's session of PIB. The first topic is Ministry of Tourism organizes 17th session of Dekho Apna Desh webinar series on exploring River Neela. So, Dekho Apna Desh webinar. So, exploring the River Neela is about the showcasing the meaningful travel experiences for travelers that are offered by relatively unvisited places. So, River Neela is also known as Bharata Puja in Kerala. This is important. River Neela is also known as Bharata Puja in Kerala. Yes, this series explores the responsible tourism and the sustainable tourism. And yes, the focus of Dekho Apna Desh webinar series is promotion of domestic tourism. It is a promotion of domestic tourism. And this is all about this topic. And yes, the important point here is River Neela is also known as Bharat Puja in Kerala. River Neela is also known as Bharata Puja in Kerala. And the next point is it is about the responsible tourism and yes, the sustainable tourism. And the next important point is this webinar series focus on the promotion of domestic tourism. The next one, National Technology Day to be celebrated, focusing on rebooting the economy through science and technology. The conference will bring together scientists, technocrats, government officials, diplomats, World Health Organization officials, and dignitaries from national and international industry, research institutions, and academic institutions. It is the high level digital conference on Restart. Restart means rebooting the economy through science, technology, and research translations. Rebooting the economy. Yes, rebooting the economy through. Rebooting the economy through science, technology, research, and research translations. Restart is organized by the Technology Board Development Board (TDB), a statutory body of Department of Science and Technology, and also the Confederation of Indian Industry. Yes, here the important point is what is the acronym for the restart means rebooting the economy through science, technology, and research translations. And in the COVID-19 crisis, technology has been at the forefront of the battle against pandemic. And yes, TDB. What is TDB? Technology Development Board. TDB's Technology Development Board. TDB Technology Development Board on behalf of the Ministry of Science and Technology celebrates May 11th every year as National Technology Day to commemorate the achievements of innovations and technological excellence in the country. It is not the Science Day, it is the Technology Day, National Technology Day. Please remember, National Technology Day is on May 11th. What is the significance of the day is the day has a historical perspective as it was on May 11th, 1998. May 11th, 1998 that India achieved a major technological breakthrough by successfully carrying out nuclear tests at Pokhran. And in this context, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the then Prime Minister, gave the slogan Jai Vigyan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, and Jai Vigyan. Yes, and this is a specialty and significance of the day. It has a historical perspective, which is 1998 of the May 11th was done the nuclear test. And further, it also has some other significance like the first indigenous aircraft, Hansa 3 was test flown at Bangalore on this day. Hansa 3 is the first indigenous aircraft. And India also performed successful test firing of the Trishul missile on the same day. Yes, since 1999, the day being celebrated as the National Technology Day, right? So it has many significance in addition to the nuclear test done. So the successful firing of the Trishul missile and also indigenous aircraft flown Hansa 3. Next one. The celebration of Technology Day symbolizes India's quest for scientific inquiry, technological creativity and innovations, and integration of developments into national socio-economic benefits and global presence. Yes, that's all about this topic. And next one, and again about the Shramik special trains. Yes, we have already read that. The subsequent to the order of the Ministry of Home Affairs, the movement of migrant workers, pilgrims, tourists, students, and other persons stranded at different places by special trains, Indian Railways has decided to operate Shramik special trains. Ministry of Home Affairs. And yes, maximum around 1200 passengers can travel observing the social distances, and it is only taken when both the states, concurrence of the both the states, which is the state which is sending the passengers and also state which is receiving them. Only after concurrence, only the trains are being run, and yes, passengers are given free meals and water. The next important topic, NTPC is CPSU, means Central Public Sector Undertaking, achieves 100% PLF, 100% PLF at 3 of its power stations. The Maharatna exhibits exceptional operational efficiency despite lockdown. NTPC is a Maharatna. NTPC is Maharatna. Yes, what is NTPC means? National Thermal Power Corporation Limited. Yes, National Thermal Power Corporation Limited, NTPC. And yes, this is the Maharatna. So, India's largest power generator. NTPC is India's largest power generator. And yes, 3 of its plants achieved 100% plant load factor. Yes, what are they means? NTPC Vindhyachal, it is in Madhya Pradesh. NTPC Talchet Kaniha, it is in Orissa. NTPC Sivat, it is in Chhattisgarh. All of these achieved 100% PLF. So what is this PLF? So PLF means plant load factor. Plant load factor is one of the performance parameter of a power plant. It is the degree of plant capacity utilization for a period of time. Means more the PLF, more will be the revenue for the plant. And yes, alternatively, higher the PLF, lesser will be the cost per unit energy generated. Cost of per unit energy generated means it is very advantageous. Yes, and it achieved 100% in 3 of its plants. And another important point here is NTPC coal dam is in Himachal Pradesh, is emerging as one of the best hydropower stations in the country, and NTPC Vindhyachal is the country's largest power station. This is another important point. So NTPC, this is the Maharatna company, as we already seen. NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation Limited, has 70 power stations. It has totally 70 power stations, which comprises of 24 coal, 7 combined cycle gas or liquid fuel, 1 hydro, and 13 renewable, along with 25 JV power stations. JV power stations means joint venture power stations. Next topic is Prime Minister Narendra Modi is leading the country as Team India where the government of India and all the state governments frequently interact to arrive at suitable response to the challenge. So it is about the virtual meetings being held. The Law Minister holds review meeting with Attorney General, Solicitor General and all the law officers of the Government of India. So let us take lockdown as an opportunity to make digital systems in justice delivery more robust. So yes, so they emphasize there is a need to strengthen the e-court systems, addressing the connectivity issues and by training the lawyers in the e-courts management. So e-court system should be strengthened. So connectivity issues should be addressed. So lawyers in the e-court management should be trained. So addressing the issues and training and also strengthening are important. In the view of seriousness of a pandemic, the court proceedings through video conference may remain a norm for some time to come. And yes, this should be taken as opportunity to make digital systems in delivery more robust. At the same time, overzealous pills should be needs to be avoided. Yes, public interest litigations, so overzealous, so unnecessary in the sense they should be avoided. But one cannot stop anyone from filing cases, but there must be an effective response to these type of interventions. So there has been also increasing in the number of the registry for the e-petitions. So all these are welcoming steps. So to digitalize the justice. And the next topic. The next topic is adequate health infrastructure and health facilities set up for COVID-19 management. So what are those? Adequate health infrastructure and health facilities for the COVID management. The public health facilities dedicated for COVID-19 case management are categorized into how many categories means? 3 categories. So what are they means? Category 1, dedicated COVID hospital, DCH, dedicated COVID hospital. Category 2, dedicated COVID healthcare, DCHC, dedicated COVID healthcare. And third category, dedicated COVID care center, DCCC, dedicated COVID care center. So the first category is dedicated COVID hospital, the second category is dedicated COVID healthcare, and the third category is dedicated COVID care center. Yes. So what are these means? Category 1, the dedicated COVID hospital. So it offers comprehensive care primarily to clinically assigned as severe. So very severe cases, clinically assigned severe cases or yes, or assigned in dedicated COVID hospital. It's a hospital, dedicated COVID hospital. Yes, severity. So these are fully equipped with ICUs, ventilators, beds with assured oxygen support. Yes, and they have separate areas for suspect and also the confirmed cases. The dedicated COVID hospitals serve as referral centers for the dedicated COVID health centers and dedicated COVID care centers. Yes. Category 2, they offer care for all services that have been clinically assigned as moderate. So separate areas for suspect and confirmed cases as same as like dedicated COVID hospital. These hospitals should have beds with assured oxygen support. Oxygen support is assured here, and every dedicated COVID health center is mapped to one or more dedicated COVID hospitals. It is mapped to one or more dedicated COVID hospital. And the third category, dedicated COVID care center, it offer care only for services that have been clinically assigned as mild or very mild or COVID suspect cases. So these are the makeshift facilities set up at schools, hostels, hotels, stadiums, lodges, both by public and private. This is important here. It is both by public and private, run by both public and private. The facility shall have separate areas for confirmed and suspected cases, same as above two, and each DCCC is mapped to one or more dedicated COVID health center and at least one dedicated COVID hospital. This is for the referral purpose. And yes, states and union territories been requested by Government of India to notify and upload the assigned three types of COVID dedicated facilities on websites for the public information. Yes, the next important point here is National Center for Disease Control, NCDC. So it procured, it installed COBA 6800 testing machine. National Center for Disease Control installed COBA 6800 machine. So it has high through output machine that can test 1200 samples in 24 hours. This was installed in National Center for Disease Control, and yes, the name of the machine is COBA 6800. The next one, robust indigenous IgG ELISA test for antibody detection developed by ICMR NIV Pune will play critical role in surveillance for COVID-19. So ICMR and National Institute of Virology developed and validated indigenous IgG ELISA test for antibody detection for COVID-19, and this test is called as COVID Kavach ELISA. IgG ELISA, this is COVID Kavach ELISA. So it is a testing, antibody testing for COVID-19. So it is actually most of the diagnostic material for COVID-19 is imported into India from other countries. Therefore, Indian scientists are tirelessly engaged in developing indigenous diagnostics for SARS-CoV virus 2, the causative agent of COVID-19. National Institute of Virology's competent scientific team isolated SARS-CoV-2 virus from laboratory confirmed patients in India. This in turn paved way for the development of indigenous diagnostics for SARS-CoV-2. Yes, the real-time RT-PCR, real-time polymerase chain reaction, is a frontline test for clinical diagnosis of SARS-CoV-2. Antibody tests are critical for the surveillance to understand the proportion of population exposed to the infection. Yes, the antibody test, this is IgG ELISA test, the COVID Kavach test, this would be critical for the surveillance to understand the proportion of population exposed to infection. Means how many members have this SARS-CoV-2 antibodies in their blood. So the surveillance of the population is exposed. The test will have advantage of testing 90 samples together in a single run of 2.5 hours. Yes, 90 samples can be tested in 2.5 hours. ELISA based testing is easily possible even at district level, as ELISA test has inactivated virus. Yes, the testing is being done through inactivated virus. The test is named as COVID Kavach ELISA, and this is a perfect example for Make It India in the record time. So yes, for the production of ELISA test kits, ICMS partnered with Zydus Candela, and COVID Kavach ELISA is a perfect example of Make in India. Yes, and RT-PCR is reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction. reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction, and this is all about this topic. And the next topic, Mission Sagar. Yes, Indian Navy ship Kesari departed for Maldives, Mauritius, Madagascar, Comoros, and Seychelles to provide food items, COVID related medicines, including HCQ tablets and special Ayurvedic medicines with medical assistance teams. And this deployment as Mission Sagar is in line with India's role as a first responder in the region. It builds on excellent relations existing between these countries to battle COVID-19 pandemic and the resultant difficulties. The consonance with Prime Minister's vision of security and growth for all in the region, Sagar. It strengthens the existing bond. The operation is being progressed in coordination with Ministries of Defense and External Affairs. And yes, Sagar is the acronym for Security and Growth for All in the region. Security and growth for all in the region. And through INS Kesari, so these essentials are deployed to Maldives, Mauritius, Madagascar, Seychelles, and Comoros Islands. So, what is this Sagar? So, the Sagar doctrine is underlining the growing salience of Indian Ocean and global maritime commons in India's strategic calculus. Sagar doctrine was unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2016. It calls for intensifying the cooperation among the navies and maritime agencies of the world to engineer virtuous cycle of cooperation. Linking Sagar doctrine with large project of transforming India by developing a blue economy, the growing indigenization of Indian naval capability through Make in India has been also underscored. So it is a maritime cooperation. Sagar is the maritime cooperation. The next one, DRDO developed automated UV systems to sanitize electronic gadgets, papers, currency notes. Hyderabad-based DRDO Premier Lab Research Center Emirat RCI developed automated contactless. The important here is contactless UVC sanitation cabinet, and this is called Defense Research Ultraviolet Sanitizer. DRUS. Defense Research Ultraviolet Sanitizer. It has been designed to sanitize mobile phones, iPads, laptop, currency notes, check leaves, challans, passbook, paper, envelope, what not. DRUS cabinet is having a contactless operation. It is very important to contain the spread of the virus. Yes, the proximity sensor switches clubbed with a drawer opening and closing mechanism makes it operation automatic and contactless. It is very important to combat the virus nowadays, the contactlessness. 360 degrees exposure to ultraviolet C to the objects placed inside the cabinet. And yes, once the sanitization is done, the system goes in a sleep mode, and hence operator need not wait or stand near the device, and this is called as DRUS. This is the DRUS cabinet. It is based on sensor and it is contactless, automatic. RCI. What is this RCI? Research Center Emirat. It also developed automated UVC currency sanitizing device, and this is called as Notes Clean. Bundles of currency notes can also be sanitized through DRUS. What is this? Defense Research Ultraviolet Sanitizer. But disinfection of each currency note is time consuming. So, a sanitization technique has been developed where one can just place the loose currency notes at the input slot of the device. Yes, and it picks the notes one by one, makes them pass through the series of UVC lamps for complete disinfection. And this is the automated UVC currency sanitizing device, the Notes Clean. So, two were developed by DRDO Research Center Emirat. What are these? Means throws and also notes clean. The next topic, and yes, the last topic and simple topic. Despite the stringent restrictions due to COVID-19 lockdown, National Fertilizers Limited sale jumped 71% in April 2020. So, the important point, very small points here is NFL, National Fertilizers Limited, produces urea at 5 of its plants located in Nangal and Bhatinda, these were in Punjab. Urea plants of Nangal and Bhatinda were in Punjab. And Panipat plant, it is in Haryana, and Vijaypur plant, it is in Madhya Pradesh. So maintaining optimum operations of these plants in difficult times is a big success story, especially towards fulfilling government's commitment to farming community of the country. In many of the places, the fertilizers are delivered at fields, which is very convenient for the farmers and during this lockdown pandemic. Right? Thank you.